Hayes Entertainment exclusive.
This is the hottest place for big name interviews
I
in
might as well introduce you. I was
Vancouver.
gonna do like an intro, but I'll introduce you guys
With
right
Ryan
now.
Hayes.
It's gonna be myself. I'm Big Mike,
And
and today we got
Big
Milic
Mike.
sharing with me.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Good Canadian kids.
of course. Got the dog too.
Hey guys, so I got Big Mike here, and this is Hayes Entertainment. Today's episode, we got 3 Seattle Thunderbirds. We got Matthew Rempe, Connor Roulette, and Thomas Milic. 2 were just named to U18 Canadians, and all 3 NHL prospects. So let's start this out, boys. Just gonna ask you guys some questions. What are your guys' nicknames?
I'll start. Mine's Rue.
Oh, I'm Remps.
And I'm Millie.
Solid nicknames.
It wouldn't be your last names, would it?
Pretty close.
Millie Rock.
Who you guys' biggest influences in your career?
I'd go with Sidney Crosby.
Oh, I grew up following Ryan Getzlaf a lot. I like to model my game after him.
And you,
And
Thomas?
for me, since I've been little, I've always been a huge Jonathan Quick fan. So still watch him today and love how he plays.
What made you become a goalie, Thomas?
I don't think there's ever really one event that really made me want to be a goalie. Sort of just something I gravitated towards. Whenever there was a set of gear laying around, I was always the one that would hop in and choose to get pucks fired at me. So I guess it maybe just chose me.
Right on. And all 3 of you guys are WHL draft picks. What was the feeling getting drafted?
I was at home. I think I took the morning off of school to watch the draft, and I wasn't really sure who I was going to or where I was going. And I guess when I did get called to Seattle, it was definitely, it was fun. And family was pretty excited. And I think I went to school in the afternoon there. It was a big smile on my face telling everyone, got drafted to Seattle. And it was a good spot to go get drafted to. And I was proud with where I went.
That's a beauty Thrashers jersey in the background here. I got one like that too. It's Ilya Kovalchuk. He was my favorite player growing up.
Yeah, this is the Winnipeg AAA Thrashers. It's a
Oh,
provincial team here in Winnipeg that I played for.
okay. Right on.
Hey, what songs do you listen to pregame? Or is it one DJ for the whole team?
I think we had Roddy on DJ, hey?
Yeah, I had Roddy or Patty or Max Patterson. Those 2 you normally play in the tunes.
We'd get mostly EDM house music or some rock every here and there. On
No
a good
country.
day, we'd some country.
It's questionable music. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan, but a lot of the guys like it.
Is there a specific reason you guys wear your jersey numbers?
I was drafted 34th overall. I was 19 my whole life and number 8, but 19 was Peyton Mounter's number, so I just kind of went with the number I was drafted. It kind of I like it. It's a nice number.
I like
I think for
32.
me,
No one has 32 except goalies. I feel like that's, I don't know, it's just a different number. It's not the best looking number, but I kind of love it. I love it. I feel like it's different and it's a big boy number. I think it's good.
Yep. I was just going to say, you don't mind dropping the gloves. I watched your bout with Clay Haynes, and you fed him pretty well. What was it like with your first fight?
Well, that was my second. My first one was a lot worse. I hit a guy on Everett, and I turn around and Justin Gurney, this big guy's already has his gloves off. I slipped. I skidded on the ice. I did not hear the end of that. I was
360 quick scope.
I got 360 no scope is what they'd be saying. So that was I had to redeem myself. But Clay honestly, he's so much shorter than me. So I had to do it because I need a guy. I got suspended for that. So I was expecting it. So I was happy at least I didn't get chirped out for that one though.
Good.
I like the dirty plays. I like the guys that play rough.
Why do you wear your number, Thomas?
Well, I've been 35 for I think 2 years now, but once I was drafted by Seattle, I think the 3 years before that I always wore 32. So I don't know if Rempe even knows this, but when I came to Seattle, they wouldn't let me have 32 because Remps already chose it. Like, who's this guy wearing a goalie number? But
Yep, you won't be touching
Now,
it.
now you know why. Now you know why.
Hey, Kelly
so,
Rudy wore 32 as well.
I've stuck with 35 last couple years, and it seems to be working out for me. So I'll stick with it.
Awesome. Yeah, we're from Coquitlam as well. I know you're a local kid from New West, and you played Coquitlam minor hockey, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right on, right on. What was your biggest jump going to Seattle? I mean, it must have been the first time you obviously left the family and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I'd say one of the biggest things that was different was the whole billet experience. Not seeing your family every day and pretty much being months at a time away from them, and pretty much going into a stranger's house essentially, and trusting them. But I think Seattle does a great job with all of their billet families and really make you feel at home even when you're not at home.
Do you guys have any pregame rituals or pregame meals?
I've never been a guy who's been like superstitious about that stuff. I kind of just go with the flow, whatever's there, I do. But usually at the rink, I kind of just have like a nice peanut butter sandwich and chocolate milk, usually at the same time before our team meeting, and that's probably about it. And me and Max Patterson throughout the maybe halfway through the season to the end, we kind of this little dance off we do before every game, and kind of stuck with that. And so me and Patterson had our little dance ritual.
And you guys?
No, I don't have any superstitions. I'm like Rue. I feel like I didn't really want to have anything like that because I feel like if you don't do your superstition, then it's already in your head. You're gonna have a bad game. So I feel like I don't do anything like that. I eat a big meal for a game. I crush some chicken and pasta, like the normal stuff. But I eat a lot for the game. And then like Rue, I normally have a peanut butter sandwich at the rink.
I'm sure you eat a lot. You're 6'8", man. You got to feed that body.
Yeah, I eat a lot of food.
It was actually part of me and you, Chaz's ritual. We sat on the left and right side of Rempe. It was part of our pregame ritual to get in his head and kind of
It was so annoying. Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my lord.
Let him know we're there.
I'm trying to dial it in, just get focused on the game, and I have these two guys yapping in my ears like dogs. Like, oh my god.
That's what teammates are for.
Yeah.
That's a good locker room story. You got any other good ones?
It's just an everyday thing. Nothing really big has happened. It's just kind of every day. There's we got like
We got McNally there. McNally telling us the weirdest stories every day.
We got McNally or Simon Kubicek kind of going being goofs, but yeah, those two are really the kind of the light of the team. Those two guys. Kubi's just an animal.
Every team's got to have that guy.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a pump up song or a go to song you guys go to?
Oh, if I had to think of one, I'd probably go with to get me going. Maybe We Like to Party by Venga Boys.
Yeah, that's a solid choice. Solid choice. We play that in my beer league lacrosse team as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys play any lacrosse?
No.
I think I played for 1 year when I was younger, but never really was into it all that much.
I was a
If
big
you had
ball hockey guy.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Keep it hockey. Good Canadian kids.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have a favorite movie about sports?
I'd probably say Happy Gilmore. It's probably just my favorite movie in general. I love the golf, and he's got the hockey in there too. So he's kind of got that hockey boy. I don't know his style, but he plays golf, so it's kind of a funny, good movie, classic.
I don't know. I'd say Warrior. It's like the mixed martial arts one. It's like Tom Hardy, and it's a good movie. That gets you fired up. Like it's a good one.
That's what makes you want to fight.
Oh yeah.
One of my all-time favorite movies is Karate Kid.
Oh, that's a good
I've probably seen that about 50 times in the last couple of years, so
Yep,
it always gets me fired up.
that's definitely a good one as well.
If a GM or scout was to ask Connor, Thomas, or Matt, what do you guys bring to the table?
I think I bring an offensive game. It's kind of what I've played like my whole life. I've always been someone to kind of score and kind of be in the right areas at the right time. And off the ice, obviously, character guy. I like to have a lot of fun and at the same time work hard. And but yeah, I think on the ice, an offensive kind of scorer, playmaker type guy, and off the ice, just as they say, beauty. And I know it's you'd have to ask Grant on that one.
Oh really? No, Rue's a great guy off the ice. No, for me, I'd say I'm a big power forward. Like I play a strong defensive game as well, but I feel like I bring a lot of offense around the net. I'm always around the net on the power play or down low. Play really physical. Try to make it hard for the opponents to play against. I skate well for my size, so I get up and down the ice well. I feel like I'm not fun to play against. So, and then off the ice, I feel like I'm more of like try to be more of a leader. Like I'm quieter, but I try to lead by more example.
Yeah, and then for me, I'd say I'm an athletic, positionally sound goaltender that can always be counted on night after night. Being a reliable goaltender is something I take pride in, and having the athleticism to make big saves when it counts is something I can always do.
It must have been nice having Roddy Ross in front of you. I mean, learning a lot from him and him being an NHL draft pick and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely see all the little stuff that he does behind the scenes, and at the same time, he still likes to keep it loose and joke around before games and all that. So
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely learned a lot from watching him.
Connor, how are you preparing yourself for the NHL draft 2021?
I guess, for the past few years growing up, I've never really been like type of gym guy and kind of always stuck to, just playing the game, kind of shinny, ball hockey, street hockey. It's kind of where I got, that kind of mindset to just to play the game and have fun with it. But I guess in the past few years now, I've started to actually kind of be more focused on, strengthening myself and kind of getting better in the small areas. So I started off at training at the rink. There's guys, Nolan Patrick goes there, Seth Jarvis, Carson Lambos, the Lambos brothers, and just all those really good Winnipeg guys go there. So I'm starting off with that group, and they're pushing me to become better, and it's kind of something that everyone there is there to get better, and at the same time we're all becoming good friends and all that. So I think that's one of the main things I'm doing to get prepared is working out with guys that are also really good hockey players, and kind of putting myself in that situation.
You didn't get those silky mitts without getting 39 points in 54 games this year. I mean, that was a great season you had.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, a lot of that comes from like teammates I've had, and the way kind of get used to it and have the guys that are there to support you through it. And, it's can't really talk too much about it because it's just something that came a bit naturally with the way I like to play. And obviously the teammates I had this year were great.
Thomas and Connor, what was the feeling, man, getting named to the U18 selection camp?
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty big feather under my cap for sure. And, it's too bad that they already decided to cancel the tournament because of the whole COVID thing going around. But, it's definitely just super cool acknowledgement to be named among all these great players from all across the country. So, yeah, it was really cool.
And go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, no, yeah, it's truly an honor. It's something you always dream as a kid, to be named one of those top players in Canada there, and especially just to represent me and Thomas, to represent the team and kind of show that, we're here to play and we're good players. So, for sure. That's a good accomplishment, and we're all so proud of it. So it's awesome.
You guys both wore the Maple Leaf and the U17s as well, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Teammates.
Beauty.
Yeah.
And Connor, you just got named Manitoba Aboriginal Sports and Rec Council Athlete of the Year, correct?
Yep.
That's a huge accomplishment, man. Good on you.
Yeah, thanks. It's like I said again, it's it's a true honor. It's to be recognized as one of those players and kind of being able to support my Indigenous background. It's obviously it makes everyone, my family, proud, and that's all. It's something that we all love to see is people in your family happy, and it's kind of what keeps me going.
Hey Matt, you played a lot of hockey up in Penticton at the Okanagan Hockey Academy as well, eh? That's a beauty rink they got up there, and there's no better city than Penticton in the summer.
Oh, I know. It's nice. Like that's why I'm here right now. It's gorgeous. I love it. Okanagan Hockey was great for me. It really helped my development a lot. And like 4 years ago, I was 5'10", 115-pound noodle. Now I'm like 230 pounds. So like it's just really good for my development. Lots in the weights and lots in the ice. So it's so gorgeous here in Penticton. It's like a second home to me now.
I'm like 5 feet tall, so if you want to lend me some of that height, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
His doctor's been telling him he's got the growth spurt coming, but he's already 38, so I don't know when it's coming.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years.
I use that on my Plenty of Fish account.
That's awesome.
Where do you get your height from?
Yeah, my whole family's pretty tall. Like my daddy was 6'6", my mom's 5'11", so they're both big.
And you had a career year too this year, 31 points in 47 games. So you had a good season as well. It's too bad for all three of you guys. You guys had a great team, and like the amount of players you guys have that are NHL prospects or NHL draft picks is unbelievable. And you guys would have had, you guys could have made a run. And I mean, it sucked that it got canceled with COVID, but I mean, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, like I think we were really excited going to playoffs. Like Portland, I think that was going to be our matchup, and I feel like the type of game we played really countered them out a lot. Like we had some great games against them. We beat them, I think, more than any other team. So I feel like we going into that series, I feel like that was going to be a big battle. But I think that if we played like we could string some games together, I think we could have done some damage.
Do you guys have a favorite road barn?
I think this year our favorite road barn to play in was probably Edmonton. You know, playing and you can play in the Rogers, and you know, to be your favorite rink ever. So just to play in the Rogers is awesome, and it's probably my favorite road rink this year.
Yeah, I like Portland. I played really well in Portland. That was my best team to play against. So I feel like I like the Moda Center a lot. Like that was just a great rink, and like that one time where I fought Hannah, I got kicked out of that game, and that was their New Year's game. So they had like crazy amount of fans, and they were just booing me off the ice, and I love that stuff. That just gets me fired up.
You
So
got that
it was.
Is that online somewhere? Can I find that to drop that in?
Yeah, I think if you in the fight, I think you can see the fans, but I don't know if you can see the booing. I don't know where with that, but it was funny.
Okay, Thomas, what about you?
You know, being sort of a third string goalie this year, I didn't get to go on too many trips, but I think Everett was probably one of the most electric buildings I've played in. I think that one game I was there was first responders night, so they had, you know, the fire trucks on the ice, and it was insanely loud. And you know, it was, I think one of the funniest things that happened there is even I was just sitting on the bench for that game, and fans were chirping me from the stands, but I'm just a call-up goaltender they've never seen before. So you know, that was pretty crazy getting chirped from the bench when no one even knew me.
We've heard a lot of things about Portland from all the guys we've interviewed in the dub. They've been saying a good place to go on the road is Portland.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about Portland. I think this was before Christmas. It was before the Christmas break. We're playing against Portland. We're going into a shootout there. We're tied 3-3, and coach, I think everybody missed. So it was, you know, last shot if next goal wins type thing. And coach looked at me to go out, and I'm standing there at the red line, and everyone's booing me. It's loud in there, right? It's packed. It's Portland. It's the Rose Garden, so it's packed. And I go down. It's all booze, and I end up getting the goal. But I kind of did the, you know, the hand to the ear type thing, and the fans are just hating on me. And you know, if you watch like the video and over, you can see some middle fingers go up and all that. But it was definitely probably my favorite part of the year. Best story I have is about Portland playing in there, especially it's the first time I've ever played Portland. That was the first, like, because I think the first time we played them, I was injured, and I didn't get to play them until that night, or the first time I played in Portland. So it's probably the best memory I have playing against in the Moda Center there.
Seattle's a great city just being Seattle, but Portland is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have another story just like Rue, just kind of the same type of thing. We were playing Portland in Seattle, and then we were lost in a shootout, and one of the guys scored, cross-handed us. He skated by our bench and said, "It's too easy." So next night, we're in Portland, and we go to shootout, and he says, "Rempe, you're shooting." I was like, "Okay." So I go, I score. I skate by their bench. I say, "It's too easy" to their bench. They're all just, their whole bench just starts screaming at me and chirping me so bad. Like their team hated me so much after that. We ended up winning the game, but so thank God. But I was kind of shocked I said that.
I still play lacrosse, and I got to say my favorite thing is I love to be hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I always figured that when other teams hate you, it kind of means you're doing your job. You know what I mean? They have the spotlight on you if they're trying to hate you, so that means you're doing something good.
That's the way I played. I always played dirty. I'm the smallest guy on the ice, and I'd hit you when you weren't looking. I'd whack you in the legs, and you're skating away. I led beer league hockey in penalty minutes. That's how much of a tiny little goon I am.
Thomas, winning CSSHL top goaltender. That's a big award to win.
Yeah, for sure. That was another big honor for me this year, just adding on to, the great season that I thought I had, and just being able to represent my family and Coquitlam, and as well as Seattle, just being able to acknowledge all of them, and I was just really pumped about that for sure.
We had Sasha Mutala and Massimo on last week, so we got our Coquitlam kids on already.
Oh yeah,
because we're all from Coquitlam, so we try to put on for the city,
Yeah, I've been doing some skates with this in the summer with them as well, and I see them training out I've been doing my off-season program out in Delta at the Delta Academy with Eaton Gallagher. So you see a lot of pro guys around there, and I see Mutala out there sometimes, as well as Rabinski, our teammate here. So there's lots of great guys out there.
That's a great goalie coach to look up to. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I like the jersey hanging in the back, the Carey Price.
Oh yeah, this is my buddy's house. He's from Williams Lake, and that's where Price played. So there, he's a big fan of Carey Price. Yeah.
Is that one autographed?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that, but
oh yeah, but yeah, that's awesome. You got to put it in the frame once it gets autographed.
yeah.
Out of curiosity, when fans come up to you guys and ask you guys for an autograph, how do you guys feel? Is it a nuisance, or do you guys enjoy doing it?
I like it. It's I think it's fun. After the game, you go out there and kind of say hi to everyone, and everyone kind of sticks around to see you guys. And it's something you just kind of feel good about yourself after doing it. They sit there and wait for you, and you take your time. You're not really sure, but then when you can go out and kind of just make their night, it kind of makes your night. And I think they're kind of one of the biggest reasons that you love to play. It's you make other people happy, and it makes you happy. So that's kind of what I like to do. Yeah.
For me, being from Vancouver, I always grew up watching Giants games when I was little. So I was in the same situation as them. Going up to the players, asking for autographs, and even just asking for to talk to them for a couple minutes. And that made my day as a little kid, and I still remember those moments. So if I can pass that on to the next generation of kids coming up, then I think that's really special.
Matt, we got a good fighting story for you. We just had Jason Strudwick on a couple days ago, and he had got traded to Vancouver from Edmonton from the Islanders. My bad. From the Islanders from the Islanders for Gino Ojic, and Gino Ojic went to the news and said, "I know I'd get traded in my career, but I never know I got traded for a nobody." So next game, they're playing each other. Strudwick goes out, meets him first face-off, says, "Hey, I'm Jason Strudwick. It's nice to meet you." 4 shifts later, Jason Strudwick goes out, goes, "Hey, I've heard you called me a nobody. Let's do this." They end up going. He got beat, but, he stood up to Gino Ojic, who's probably one of the toughest guys to ever play in the NHL.
Yeah. Definitely. That takes a lot of guts, and that's, you just stand up to those tough guys, like we have McNally on our team who's such a tough, a fighter. Everyone knows him, and he'd always love to fight those tough guys. And that's just it's one thing to just go fight a smaller guy, but it's another thing to fight a real fighter like that. So I have a lot of respect for those type of players.
What do you guys think makes a good captain?
I think someone who's able to bring a team together. You look at Bruggencate for an example, our captain this year. Halfway throughout the end of the season, we had 16-year-olds, us rookies. We didn't really feel so scared to do much things because a captain like Brugge was able to kind of bring the 20-year-olds together and the 16-year-olds together. It's kind of we had a lot of fun. Someone who's serious about what they're doing, but at the same time is able to kind of bring rookies and vets together. And I think that's kind of what makes a team a great team, is when you're able to kind of be comfortable with each other, and also someone who obviously leads by example and plays tough and kind of plays that team's format, and someone who fits in well and is able to kind of lead on the ice and off the ice. So that's kind of what I feel like.
The next chance we get.
Captain.
Oh, sorry. The next chance we get, we're gonna make sure we come out to see the Giants play you guys. We're gonna be there cheering for
That's
you
awesome.
guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, we go to a bunch of Giants games all the time, but I don't think we've actually watched a Seattle game lately.
No, I don't think we have seen a Seattle game in a while.
You guys will have to come watch one.
Yeah, and we'll be coming to see you after the game for high fives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rems
I
will
think-
fight for you, he said.
Yeah, it sounds like he's a Roulette fan. He might have that sign in the stands,
Hey.
34 in my heart.
Hey, I think so. I think we picked a good one on that kid. Yeah, good Canadian kids.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we just want to thank you guys so much for doing this for us today. We're just starting out, and we totally appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, reaching out. So thank you for that.
We wish you guys all the best and luck in your guys' career because we know you guys are going somewhere in hockey, that's for sure.
And we're now fans of you guys for the rest of your life. We're going to be right there with you guys, promoting you guys and doing good shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah,
Hey,
thank
good
you.
Canadian kids.
We're cheering you boys on. Take care, guys, and good luck.
See ya.
Awesome. Thank you. See ya.